What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Soma. Kind of a quiet day here at my place. I'm just chilling. I don't know. I've got a calm vibe going, and then I decided to ruin it by playing Soma and making myself all upset and antsy and nervous. So anyways, now that I've got that weird feeling of anxiety creeping up on top of me, welcome on back. I think in the previous episode we had fixed the controller chip, but we had put the WoW all over it. And so we had learned that it appears as though the WoW manages to interact with things using structure gel itself. And so it uses the structure gel as a way to interface its machinery with organic surfaces, or organic organisms. There we go, biological organisms. So anyways, we'll open this on up. The gel is uncalibrated. So I'm pretty sure we want that. We've got 2 out of 3 right now. And so I think we needed a power cell, a controller chip. Still don't know what that screaming is, but anyways. We needed we needed the structure gel, a power chip, or a power cell, and a controller chip. The controller chip is the only thing we haven't come up with yet, and my assumption is that we're going to have to go into the basement for that one. So I'm going to take a look at a map right here, once we get into this room on this other side, through this clean room or whatever, which is oddly accepting of the fact that, like, we just walked through after swimming through the ocean, which, as I understand, is not the cleanest place. Shit, no! The hell is that thing? It already punched me in the dome in the previous episode, so I'm not okay with this. Oh, the lower level was... You stop making sucking noises. I'm trying to focus right now, and you're driving me crazy with this ish. So, anything that we haven't checked so far, I think the basement is actually where we're working out of. Oh, never mind, the dive room's over here. I'm gonna check back with Kathy real fast and see if she's got anything for me. I doubt that she will, but it never hurts to go back and maybe give a little status report. Try and figure out maybe what it is that we're working towards. What's going on with this shade? I don't know, it's being weird. The shadows look odd on it. Can you imagine that as a view? Like from your workplace, you could just look out into the ocean. I think it would depend on what depth you were at. So long as you could experience day and night, you should be okay. My dad told me a story where he was on a ship in an interior cabin for a long-ass time. And he said it was crazy how you just lose track of time when you're in that environment. He said essentially there's no light, there's no anything. Like there's light in your room, and there's a TV or whatever in your bed or your bunk. But he said that it's crazy how you lose track of time when there's no windows and there's no sunlight and there's no anything. He said you keep checking your watch and you'll realize like an hour and a half has gone by and you have no way to reckon, like, there's no way for you to mesh that with your perception of time or whatever. It's a very, very odd feeling.
We need to get you a new Cortex chip, just like the ones you find inside robots, so we can store your brain.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think she got anything for me right now. So that's going to be the airlock that we're going to go out of once we get out of here. We got to find a Cortex chip, though. So now that I know, I think we are going to have to go down to the basement level. I thought we were operating out of the basement for some reason, but the basement's the only place that we haven't been. That is unnerving right there. I don't like that effect. I don't know why somebody would design that like that, where you can see through the floor so that you're looking down into the abyss. It feels like you're about to fall down into it. When it comes to designing things like this, and also like spacecraft and like space stations, you have to take human comfort and human sanity into consideration, because at the end of the day, we're just, you know, upper level chimpanzees that decided to make the evolutionary jump. We still need creature comforts in the most literal sense. We're creatures, and we need things around that make everything feel natural around us, or at least make us feel like we're living in an environment that isn't totally out of control and just abnormal. When building a place like this, you wouldn't want to leave it all steel and open pipes and things like that. It would just, I don't know, I think you would have a lot of problems with the sanity of your crew, and you would have a lot of issues with your crew, like losing their shit from time to time. If we get really lucky, the thing that we need will be in here. More rats. Let's see here. I will now inject the rat with the serum. Boink! Oh no. I will also work on my depth perception. I think that when making a place like this, you would use more carpeting. You would use more natural colors, greens, browns, things like that, because it relaxes the mind, or light blues. There's like extensive studies on how the human mind reacts to varying color schemes in like violent and or stressful environments, and it can actually help out pretty considerably. I would have had this entire place made by some kind of... What is this?
It's not something you really want to get comfortable with. That's funny. That's really funny, Julia. What's going on? Am I that transparent? What do you want, Molly? We're friends, right? Yes. Do you think Alpha is real? What makes you... Why would you ask that? I think Ross is trying to tell me something. About Site Alpha? He wants me to go down to the Abyss and find it. Crazy, right? You've been down there. I just thought you could talk some sense into me. Ronnie, I'm not at liberty to... I can't talk about that.
I'm beginning to wonder if we are the WoW. Although, why would the WoW... That would explain why all the little things that are talking about disconnecting it and attacking us and eternal torture and shit like that. I was starting to wonder if we are the WoW, but the WoW made a mistake and actually implanted itself inside of a sentient... Anyways, lots of different theories running through my head right now, and I'm not exactly sure which one's going to be right. This is cold storage. Unfortunately, we were not that fortunate. It doesn't look like we're going to find anything in here. Aside from a really macabre assortment of random animals suspended in fluid. With the WoW taking them over. It's a risky proposition. I mean, the WoW's pretty smart. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but squids are pretty smart too. Like, really, really, really smart. The sad thing about squids, though, is that they're, like, insanely intelligent. But at the same time, squids and octopi. Anyways. Please stop that. I would really prefer it. I keep wondering if maybe we're going to come across the reason why Imogen Reed's body has become such a fertile ground for my... Like, why would my sentience go into Imogen Reed's body is the thing that confuses me. So we need to find the stairwell. Whatever takes us down. So there's the eastern stairwell right there. So down we go. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Squids and octopi. Octopi are super smart. I had a friend that had a pet octopus. Kept it in a fish tank. Big old fish tank in his living room. Very smart animal. He had a little... You could go up to the side of the tank with a ladder. And you had to... Like, you had to get used to it, but the octopus would like to feel you. It would like to feel your body because they have bad eyesight. They don't have good eye... Oh, this is where I came in, though. Octopi have bad eyesight. Was this open before? I'm pretty sure this was closed before. Oh, something is fitting to go wrong here. Anyways, the octopi likes to feel you. It likes to, like, touch your face and touch all over your body to make sure that it's you. Essentially, it uses, like, sense memory instead of, well, touch sense memory instead of visual sense memory. Cool little animal. Very intelligent, too. Shockingly intelligent. I don't think a lot of people realize that, but the sad thing about octopi and squids is that they're mega intelligent. Like, probably, I don't know if maybe top 10 or 15 animals on the planet, but they're very, very smart. Like, ridiculously smart to the point where people that work with habitats with octopi and squids have to constantly sort of, you know, keep an eye on them because they'll get into trouble in the same way that, like, a weasel will because they're very smart. Or the same way that an Australian shepherd will get into trouble because they're very, very smart, too. Hey, this looks like a robot repair bay. Check the Cortex chip. Can't we just pry this bastard open? It does look like they got him in here with some kind of, like, spider wire thing. That's right, that's how you know I worked at Best Buy. Goddamn spider wire. They changed it, though. The original spider wire was pretty easy to deal with. You just had to have the little tool, but then they changed the design of the spider wire. If you don't know what spider wire is, you know those little alarms with the steel wire on them that they wrap around expensive electronics and they got the key that pops it off? That's called spider wire. Anyways, it's called spider wire because it doesn't have 8 legs. So what does this do? Oh, we're rotating couplings. Okay. He's got to figure out where's the Audi at. Oh, okay, so we gotta initiate power. This could actually become complicated. So it looks like it travels. I'm thinking, so if it has nothing right there, it counts as a 100% flow through. Is there any way to reset this? Here, let me see here. So let's assume we got that coming out through there. I actually think that might be, here, go from the central one. That might be the easiest way to work with this. And then what I'd like is these not to face in any direction, because it throws me off a little bit. So it looks like it carries its trajectory if you go through like that. So what's to stop me from just doing this and going for the easiest possible solution? Oh, okay. There we go. Perfect. I didn't realize I was working towards the bottom until I looked, but anyways. There's our Cortex chip. So what's gonna go wrong now is the new question. Because you know something bad's gonna happen here. What in the shit? Install the fan assembly in him? I mean, his breathing seems to be better than most people around here, but goddamn. Some gnarly shit. Into the abyss. Take it to Alpha in the abyss. There's a Healy right here too, which makes me nervous. End Tau, find Alpha, take the gel to Alpha. Like somebody was having like a all working no play makes Jack a dull boy type deal. They put a picture of a porthole up. I see upper management right there. They put a picture of a porthole on the wall so that they would have like the feeling of being inside a room. It's messed up. It's not right.
Strasky, are you there?
I hear you, Herbie. What's up?
Just wanted to check in. I have to go do something. I might not be around for a few days, okay?
Rally Herbert leaving the listening post? Must be important.
It is, Strask. It is.
Okay then. Stay safe.
So that's actually the most recent. If we wanted these in chronological order... No, never mind. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so we would have to go from this way.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Tau, please respond. This is Rowley Herber calling from Omicron. Please respond, Tau.
Unable to connect. Lumar relay out of range.
Yeah, I get it.
Omicron, can you hear us?
Loud and clear. Everyone all right?
We will be as soon as we make friends with the power suits.
I'm sure you'll get used to it.
Look at that. Just wanted to check in before we pass the last working Lumar probe. Guys, any last words to Omicron? Don't forget to pick us up. You heard that, right?
Don't worry, we won't forget.
Alright. Heading into radio silence.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if I could work in this environment. I think these people got a little bit more guts than I do. This sort of thing just wouldn't do it for me. It's too constricted, isolated. I don't know, I need people. Like, it's weird because I'm not a people person, but I like to be a part of human society. And it sounds like an odd thing, but like there's a subtle comfort in being surrounded by other things like you, I guess. We are social creatures after all. Oh, don't do that. Oh, you son of a bitch. Something's about to happen. It just chug loaded so hard. Something bad's about to happen. It gave itself away. That load screen was the 30 medkits before you open the door to the next room. Follow me where? Shit. It's hard to tell if it's in. It seems to have two states, calm and crying, and then it also has an agitated state. And it's very difficult to tell the difference between the two for me. Think if we can. Oh shit.
Shut the door, Cal. Lock it up.
What's happening?
Lock the door.
It's locked! What's going on?
Managed to piss off another one of WoW's monsters.
We have everything we need, right?
Yeah. Let's get to work.
Jesus, man. I can't handle shit like this. That was intense. I knew something was gonna go wrong. Didn't think I'd be sprinting down a hallway though. I hit that button. I thought I was gonna miss. I'm so proud of myself for accurately hitting that button on the inside of the door. When I was coming down the hallway, I had to decide whether the button was on the right or on the left when I came through, and I convinced myself that it was on the left. But you only had like 2 seconds to think about it. I wonder if you don't close the door if it'll kill you inside the room.
We need to assemble your new body with the things you collected. Just stuff all of it into the suit with the dead body.
Great. Oh.
This is crazy.
Don't worry, it'll work. Make sure it's all bunched together with the structure gel connecting all the parts. Alright, try activating the suit from the terminal again.
Dude, this is gnarly. This is some goddamn mad scientist shit right here. I'm almost certain we were breaking all kinds of ethical and moral scientific codes.
I can't believe we're doing this.
It will be fine.
Then why don't we put you in the suit?
I was gonna suggest that if you refused.
You'd go without me.
I need to do this, Simon. This is important. I need to launch the Ark.
You'd really do it. Change body.
Yes, if you want to stay here, I'm not gonna stand in your way. I don't want to tell you what to do.
What would it be like before? Close my eyes and then...
And then open them again.
Alright, let's do it.
Thank you, Simon. Go sit in the pilot seat in the next room. You might need to boot it up.
So, oh, there it is right there. Okay. Gotcha. Get you out of the way.
We need to loop back the activity manifested by your current Cortex chip, run it through the amplifier, feed it into the new chip, and then make sure it's synced.
You lost me halfway there.
You don't really need to understand it, just make them line up.
Okay, so the solid line is the one that I'm playing with right now. I think... Getting a little closer. Let's take the amplitude up slightly. We're getting there. It's pretty close. Can't take that any closer. It's pretty close, but it's still off slightly right there on the backside of that hill right there. You see it? So So there the crests are matching. The only difference right now is that the run of the wavelength is a little bit longer. So the frequency would go down if we wanted that to match. We can't adjust the amplitude at all because the crests are at the right height. There.
That's everything. You can climb into the pilot seat now.
Already?
I have everything under control, so please, have a seat.
Either I'm the WoW or she's the WoW. Somebody is the WoW right now.
Sorry about any discomfort. This should be over soon.
Just like having your picture taken.
Well, with the most expensive camera in the world.
You know, Indians thought photos would steal their souls.
In this case, they'd be right.
There must be something wrong. Can't you run a diagnosis or something?
What was that?
No, it's just...
Why was it still talking?
It's the same like before.
Catherine, why was he still talking?
That's how it works, you know that.
What do you mean?
You know it's not magic. You were copied. The sleeping Simon in the seat was copied, and now you are here, just like Simon lived on in Toronto.
God damn you, Kath. 2 Simons? There can't be 2 Simons.
What did you think would happen?
That you were gonna take my mind and put it into another body, like a brain transplant.
I'm sorry, it wouldn't work that way.
You realize how messed up this is?
Please, I didn't mean to upset you.
How did you expect me to react to this shit?
Please stop.
You're fucking disgusting. What's gonna happen to him?
He'll sleep for a while, a few days.
And then what? Wake up in this fucking nightmare again? All alone? So cruel.
Well, what do you want me to do with him? Make friends? Let him know that we have to leave him behind when we go into the abyss?
What if he didn't need to wake up?
You'd do that?
I don't know. Maybe.
There. I set it up for you. Hit the switch if you want to drain his battery. He'll die within a minute. I'd rather not stay plugged in any longer.
No, forget that. You watch what you've done. Forget that. You watch the fruits of your labors. You sit there and you watch it. You set this up and made it happen. Honestly, I agree with Simon. I think we should kill him. I think that in this case, it's justified by the fact that he's just going to die anyways when he wakes up. He's going to be alone inside this station. There's a monster right outside the door. Worst case scenario is he stays in here for a long-ass time and doesn't starve to death, but he just does the exact same thing. He wanders around in here until his battery drains out, terrified out of his mind because he's sentient. He's us. Somehow I knew something was going to go wrong here. Yeah, let's put him out of his misery. Battery malfunction my ass. There can't be 2 of me. You better start cutting cables. I don't think it worked. Oh, we're about to get killed by Second Simon. He's gonna be like our evil goateed nemesis. Goddamn Catherine. Doing this gnarly shit and then won't look at her own handiwork. Is he dead? His eyes are still open, though. It's kind of weird knowing that you're, like, looking into your own eyes. I don't know. You think about that? This game has a lot of weird under-the-surface metaphorical shit going on. Like, you're looking into your own dead eyes right now, technically. I don't know. It's weird. Very, very odd. Well, if we go to Abyss, though. My name is Splattercat. This is Soma. I will see you all next time.